Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Auction Not Included. This is episode 64. In the last episode, I took out all the extra scanners that we no longer need because we don't have meteors, and compressed all the solar panels into a mostly efficient line. So once we actually finish building them all, then I guess we still need about 800 more glass, but once we have all them done, that'll be excellent. And my original tepodizer here helpfully melted its ice floor, and that just isn't going to work. So I've moved it all down, and in so doing discovered this nice 4-square neutronium, which means there is something here. So we're going to dig that out and have a look. And there we go, you are now caught up. And there was some polluted water over here, so this is, just an absolute total mess, but that's okay. I guess somehow we ended up with some, just natural water, not salt water. So maybe I even need to refilter this. Right now I'm filtering out just the brine to eventually make its way to the desalinator, but I suppose if it's already pure water, it can just bypass all that, right? So didn't really leave myself a lot of room for that though. Nah, it's fine. If there's just plain ice there, we can sweep it up and deal with it later. It's not a big deal. Oh, and we were also building another drop-off point here for the transit tubes. I just don't have anywhere near enough plastic. So, what are we looking for? Well, we always want oxys or warts. Those are always fine. Glass for the solar panels, or plastic just to speed up the transport tubes. Either way, I'll be back with something. There we go. It shows oxy, and that's what we will take. At this point, since I need all of them and I don't really care what order they're in, like none of them are so much higher priority than any other, I basically just let the game tell me which one it wants to give me. And that works out pretty well. Why are none of you working? Oh, well, that's fine. Is it temperature? It is. It is ever so slightly too hot over here. Yeah, because we're generating a lot of heat over here. And these warts apparently cannot keep up. I suppose I could plumb this one in. I make it a farm tile instead of just a basic tile. I originally was trying really hard to make them all wild just to save on the phosphor, but frankly it also means that they don't do very much, so yes, I think we will upgrade you. I'm not sure it will call it an upgrade, but that's the theory anyway. There you go. And once some phosphorite gets there, now this section will cool that little bit better. We're still pretty good on phosphorite, and as we recall, the Drecos drop it naturally, so we have a source of it. I don't know if that's enough. I haven't been watching this to see if it's been trending up or down, but either way, it's fine. My stars, are there ever a lot of pips in here? Guys, you gotta cool it a bit. I guess actually the other thing I could do, the rocket currently just has a general crummy bed. I suppose I could try and rework it to get you an actual comfy bed. I would have to rejig where everything lives, but I think we could do it. I am not sure if that's being picked up on the video or not, but there are some very strange construction noises from outside. Yeah, how will I do this? Because I will still need, I guess, I could just live without this ladder, right? And then just, I wouldn't need it at all. Everything you can do would be from up there, and that would be fine. In fact, at that point I might as well just make this a flat surface instead of this off-kilter one. So yeah, let's just get rid of all this. And replace it with a comfy bed on this line here. Or for that matter, I could rip this out and drop it one, but either way, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that is just some strange noises from outside. Alright, well, clearly nobody wants to come and do this bit, so we'll come back to that later. It's sleepy time for half the colony, so not much is going to happen for a minute anyway. And they have so much other work to do. So much other work to do. Okay, so you are a chlorine gas vent, huh? That is certainly interesting. Not sure I really want that, but I can see value in chlorine. It's very good at killing off germs. And I think it's needed for... It's probably some apothecary stuff or something that also needs it, but... Would we be able to analyze it just from this square, or whether we have to dig more out? I don't know. We did do that analysis already. That one's fine. Yeah, this one lone square is just kind of bugging me, so you know what? Let's go and make sure we can actually get it. Well, they should be able to reach it from here, but... Just to make it 100% official. How is Bubbles doing on skill points? You are still not there, although you are very, very close. And once we get that, you can finally start using the data banks that Stinky brought back on that fateful trip that we're not going to talk about. But I guess in the meantime, is there anything you can be researching? Yeah, you can at least do the yellow research of that. You obviously can't do the orange yet, but you can at least do the yellow bit for experience. Did anyone rip this stuff out for me yet? You did. Good job, guys. So we'll do that, and a nice comfy bed. Glorious. I don't know if we'll actually be able to do that yet, because I don't know if we have any plastics at the moment, but... And I don't care about rust, thanks. Do I happen to have any plastics at the moment? No. And that would make sense, right? Because I'm using them all here. So it's going to be a while before we can actually build that bed, but that's fine. Bubbles is nowhere near ready to go on her next, well, her first trip. Anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Okay, so you built the shut-off, and you have built the sensor. So I basically want to send that if you are above, what, maybe 20 degrees? That should be plenty, right? Haven't looked at one of these in a while. Food is fine, stress is fine. Apparently somebody, Nicola, got nailed with all sorts of germs. But otherwise, we are looking pretty good. Where did Nicola get? I'm not sure if I'd be able to see it on here easily. But where did you get all sorts of germs? Oh, I never even noticed that. Apparently Nicola's male. I thought Nicola was female. All this time I've been referring to him as a her. Oopsies. It's not very progressive of me. Anyway, where did we see... I thought there was a way to easily see germs. Well, you have good resistance anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter, but... Wherever they were, you've already gotten rid of them, so... It obviously wasn't that bad. Building broken. Oh yeah, that was that pipe I was looking at earlier. Yeah, from this, but until everything else is done, it's completely irrelevant, so there's no need to worry about it. I'm curious how is this damaged? There shouldn't be anything in here. Yet somehow there is still a little bit of brine. Empty pipe. So why don't we just arbitrarily make very, very sure there's nothing currently in this pipe. Okay? Then they'll stop getting damaged. I don't want them wasting a lot of time repairing these things over and over and over again, because that's just a complete waste of time. Hey, there we go. Bubbles has a skill point. Finally, you can do... And that deserves a hat, right? There you go. Let's get you Stinky's old hat. We won't probably mention that part to Bubbles, but in all reality it probably is. Wherever Bubbles went, where did Bubbles go? Oh, there you are. It's food time. And just watching these guys run around, I'm now starting to wonder, why do I have all these airlocks closed by default? There's no critters running around that I need to keep out of any rooms. So there's no reason they should have to wait for a door to open, right? And somebody will have to come around and click the button on all of them, but ultimately, there's no reason for that, right? Okay, printables. Let's, again, the same list as last time. I'll be back. And we're back. It shows wart this time. Warts, I'm pretty sure we're still queued up for down here somewhere. Yes, one right here to keep these ones happy. It looks like you guys are finally good. That means we actually have some oxygen here. Yeah, a teensy bit. Not much, but a teensy bit. I suppose I could let some of that carbon dioxide down here and see if these spore kits would grow again. Yeah, let's try that. I'm going to open this just for a little while, let some of this CO2 float down. Which should look pretty neat. Because right now it is oxygen, but it's not much. Yeah, let's get rid of a lot of this carbon dioxide. It can just sit in here. A, it's helpful for these if I ever do want to get this going again, but also B, it's just out of our way, because we don't want it. We don't want it. Right, so that wart is in. So you should be cooling off pretty quick now. 41.2, we'll try and remember that. Hey, new mutant seed, very cool. There you go, Nisbet. It's been a while since you've done one of them, isn't it? Oh, and there finally is our Radbolt Joint Plate. Okay, now I have no idea how this works. So let's figure it out. Okay. Receives Radbolts from Radbolt generators and directs them through walls. Okay, so all things being equal... Oh, that is entirely the wrong button. You O-tate in this game, right? Okay, so that circle must be where it's going to come out. So if I'm understanding this right, it would kind of go here to shoot straight up. Or I suppose I could put it here. No, it's going to be too far away from this wart. I suppose it would be safer to put it here and shooting it. Would it be safer diagonally or straight up? I guess either way, somebody crossing this square could get nailed. But I don't think there's any way for me to avoid that, really. Yeah, I think it's going to have to just go here, and we're just going to have to take a chance. Okay. So that can go there. One of you. Can therefore go kind of in between them, I guess. Or I guess I could put it here. And where is there more actual radiation? Which square is the best here? Looks like the further down it is, the better. Okay. So yeah, if I put this here, and just have it shoot straight up, I think that will work. And then I just have to hope nobody gets nailed as they happen to run across, but I don't think there's any way to avoid doing so. There we go. Super specialized. Right, so that's the... I think we had one of these for a bristle blossom or something. It's basically, if you can get the temperature basically spot on, then you get double value out of it. So we are not good at temperature, so that's not going to happen. That is just not going to happen. I think it's this way, right? The circle is the receiver. I think I've got that right. But I guess we'll see. It'll either work or it won't, right? Oh, you're right. You need power. Right. Well, power is easy. Power is right nearby. That part's easy. Again, why do we have these doors closed? I am going to leave this one closed to keep the pips inside, but every other door in this area can absolutely stay open. So they can have faster trips. Okay, that's better. There's our power wire for this thing. Now there's of course no point in telling it to shoot yet. Well, it's defaulting to up anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. But until this is actually done, I guess we'll say any plastic we do get comes here first. Although it should anyway, because this is such a long trip, they would probably prioritize that before this anyway. Having said that, this looks like it's done. Oh, this is done. Cool. So now they can use that to, when they're working down here, they don't have to do this run anymore, they can just tube it. Well, I guess we need to dig that out or they're never going to be able to get at this part. So how does this thing know then? Or does it just keep going in the same direction? I guess we're going to have to wait for this thing to charge up. I don't know how long that takes, so I'm probably going to cut straight to when this is done. Assuming nothing else happens, I'll be back when this is ready.
A few hours later.
Okay, we are just about there. I'm going to slow this down so we can see it. Okay, so yes, it does just go straight through in the same direction. Okay, perfect. I kind of assumed that's how it would work, but I thought there also could be a thing to give it a directionality. The other thing I noticed while I was sitting here waiting is these things give off, not only do they take a lot of power, they give off a fair bit of heat too, so it's good we have these extra warts in this area. But anyway, yes, so this totally works. I'm really good with that. So how many data banks do we have left now? Oh, only 9. Okay, we're not going to be able to do anything with that. I don't think, anyway. Because I'm pretty sure everything here is going to be 30 or more, right? I have to assume as much. Although we do still have some, at least research we can be doing. Just, it's not exciting or relevant or anything, but 250, yikes. Okay, well this is one we definitely want, but we can't get it until we get back out into space at least one more time. But anyway, let's at least get this. That gives Bubbles some more thing to practice. I don't assume she's anywhere. Yeah, not even remotely close yet. But basically she's ready as soon as I give her actual like skills in terms of the rocket. I guess at least this one you have to have. I guess technically you don't have to have this one, it just makes you better at it. So I could send her out as soon as she has one more, but I think it might be better to wait. And it might not be a bad idea to get her that if we can, just so she's better in her suit. But anyway, so we're at least one more skill point before we can get back out into space, but that's fine. Well, if we had all this done, I assume that means the bed got made, right? Yes, it did. Perfect. And nobody is coming to visit to fix your terrariums, huh? Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter because there's stacks and stacks and stacks of oxygen in there anyway, but still. Okay, so this bit is all ready to go, I think. Oh, I see this kicked on just long enough because it defaults to 7 degrees. That's well and lovely, but if we're doing this one to 20, this one has to be just a little bit higher. Let's say 25. There we go. Consider yourself tepidized. When the time comes, though, we can reconnect that. Anyway, printables. I will be back. And we're back with some glass. So that is one more solar panel, so it looks like, yeah, 3 more trips. A printing pod, glass, and then we'll be done with that part. And it's actually probably a good thing too, because, well, they don't give off a lot of power, but with that tepidizer running, that's a lot of power. These things are crazy. 960 watts. That's more than the hydrogen generator built by itself. So this thing takes a full hydrogen generator plus some change to run, let alone support buildings like the pump and all that. So it's kind of nuts. Yeah, I guess with this going, there's just not all that much actual carbon dioxide getting down here anymore. So I could probably take these out and just replace them with, I don't know, more food or something, and then move them somewhere else. And I think that might be just what we're going to do. So we're actually getting kind of low on food. Not low, but like it's dropping is what I mean. So you know what? Let's do that. Let's do maybe those 5. So I probably have to arbitrarily uproot them, right? But I think these three here, plus that will be enough. I think. And that frees up the oxys to go elsewhere. Not that I really need them elsewhere, but anyway. So we'll just do 3 of them. That's fine. No, you don't want to do the 3rd one while you're here? Okay. Well, as long as you're happy. Okay. So where should I put those oxys? I mean, probably down here somewhere, right? Well, this is definitely ready to close back up. But yeah, probably... I guess I could even put it down here, because this is a natural sink for it. Maybe just kind of in the area here, maybe? Oh yeah, they kind of want to be irrigated, right? So maybe I just pip a couple in? Because I really don't want to run hydroponics down here, and it kind of sucks how as it is having them run down to water this one manually. Because that's polluted water, so I don't have any clean water anywhere even remotely here. So maybe I'll just have to find a better spot. Suppose I could throw them over here as well. This wouldn't be so bad. Anyway, there's the glass blown, which we don't even remotely want or need. I mean, I guess the aeropods are nice. They're very good decor, but we don't otherwise really want or need them. But yeah, maybe I'll bring a pip down here and a couple of these oxys and see if we can get a couple of them planted somewhere around here. I don't know how many. We'll start with all 3. And we'll see how it goes. It's all we can kind of do, right? And one of you lads, doesn't matter which one, could come down here and hang out down here. Okay, so the phosphorite is ticking slowly down. So I've got a few too many planted warts. I'm going to have to pip some of them out or just lose them, one or the other. Buddy, why don't you go and grab that and plant it somewhere? What do you think? Does that sound like fun? I think that sounds like delightful fun. Actually, you might not be able to do it there. I think you can do it in obsidian, but I doubt you can do it in abyssalite. Or you could bash things out of here. Okay, well, that's cool too, I guess. We weren't moving oxys over here, were we? Just do seeds. Oh, we were too. Okay, yeah, that's not going to work. In fact, there shouldn't be any seeds in here at all, right? Okay. Anyway, so you did at least one of the oxys. That's very good. You want to do another? What do you think? Does that sound like fun? You want to do one more? Yeah, there's one right there. You could totally do it. You could be a hero. Oh, you do. You do want to do it. Yeah. Good job, buddy. Okay. Congratulations. You get to come home then. That doesn't look like that worked. Let's try that series of clicks again. That looked like it worked. Okay. There we go. I suppose I should prioritize that to make sure you actually get there before you starve. Because otherwise, nobody will get to it. Yeah, there we go. A couple more oxys down here. That's very cool. Now, don't go too far. We need to be able to find you and bring you back. But yeah, I'm going to have to either pip some more of these, like take some of the planted ones out and pip them in, or just live without them, because clearly we have too many. Why did I bother with this one? I know the temperature here sucks, but nothing happens in here, and we're not opening this up anytime soon. So why did I bother with this one? I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Let alone 2 here. Why did I need 2 here? What was I doing? Does anyone know what I was doing? Because I sure don't. And I cannot just airflow them. Okay. Alright, printables. Again, same list. I got thinking actually, it's not really the same list because I don't want oxys or warts anymore. I'm just going to grab some coal for now, but I'm going to have to revise my list. I guess glass is still on. Plastic we don't even really need, really. So yeah, I didn't really know what to get, so I just grabbed the coal. That's fine. We can always use that. That's fine. Okay, so you did finally do that bit. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we're just waiting for the water to get warm enough. Actually, we could probably do a giant sweep order down here, right? Get rid of all this stuff. I have nowhere that would like rust. Really? Alright, you're the special one for just coal. But seriously, nobody except rust. Oh, interesting. Well, we can absolutely fix that. Congratulations, allow rust. Alright, that was easy. Anybody else want to complain that there's no room? No, you're good. Anyway, I am going to call things there for today, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. See ya.